Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SK Classes, and today we will start with a cell organelle, that is plastids. So see in short the discovery of the plastids. Firstly see the definition of plastids here. Plastids are a semi-autonomous double membrane organelles found in all the plants and algae cells, some marine molluscs, and one phylum of parasitic protists. Okay, so firstly the plastids were discovered by the scientist, that is Ernst Haeckel, in 1866. Yes, and the name is given by the Ernst only. So secondly, that is defined by that is Andreas Franz Wilhelm Schimper in 1883. So these are the two scientists, they have discovered the plastids. Now student, you know that there are number of cell organelles are present in the eukaryotic type of cell. As the eukaryotic type of cell is well defined, well developed structure, and each and every cell organelle they perform a specific type of function. So in this, let's we see about the plastids. Okay, so what exactly the plastid? So the plastids are the cell organelles only present in the plant cells. Okay, so plastids are found in all plant cells and in euglenoid cells. Okay, why they are present in plant cell? Okay, so here plants have ability to synthesize their own food material with the help of photosynthesis. Okay, so that's why they have the presence of what? Plastid. So this is the special characteristic regarding to the plant cell which differ from the animal cell. Here the plastids are present in plant cell and absent in animal cell. These are easily observed under the microscope as they are large. So depending upon their color and the pigments they contain, these are of three main types. So that is a leucoplast, chromoplast, and the chloroplast. Let's see one by one. So first, that is chloroplast. Children, see here, just split the name chloro and plast. Okay, chloro stands for green and plast, pigments, means the chloroplast which contain the green pigments and that absorb the sunlight in photosynthesis. Okay, so in this they produce and store the glucose. Okay, so they are greenish plastids which possesses the photosynthetic pigments, chlorophylls, and the carotenoids and take part in the synthesis of food. Okay, so the majority of the chloroplast of the green plants are found in the mesophyll cells of the leaves. So they vary in size, shape, and their number. Okay, now chromoplast. Again split the name chromo. Chromo stand for color, plast pigment. So here color pigments. Okay, so which contain the carotenoids, they have the color pigments, that is red, orange, and yellow pigments. Okay, and mostly found in, obviously color pigments are found in what? Flowers and fruit. Okay, so once again see what is chromoplast. These plastids are yellow, orange, or reddish in color because of the presence of what? Carotenoids pigment. Which pigments? Carotenoids pigments. Okay, so chloroplasts are formed either from leucoplast or from the chloroplast. Okay, so change of color from green to reddish during the ripening of tomato and chili is due to transformation of what? That chloroplast to the chromoplast. So the orange color of the carrot roots is due to the chromoplast. So just only because of what? The color pigments, that is nothing but what? Carotenoids. Now see about the leucoplast. So again split the name leuco, that is colorless, plast pigments, means here the pigments are colorless. Okay, they don't have any pigment. So they are the colorless plastids which generally occur near the nucleus in non-green cells. They have variable size, form, and store nutrients, that is the granum is absent. So actually here they have the three main types here: amyloplast, then elioplast, aleuroplast. Okay, so according to the function of that specific pigment, they have the names. So what is that amyloplast? So amyloplast, they are the starch containing leucoplast, for example potato, tuber, rice, etc. Then elaioplast, they store fats and oils, example castor. And aleuroplast, these leucoplasts store proteins, for an example, yes, aleuron cells of maize. So here the leucoplasts are used to store the food material, okay, so that is in the form of starch, fats, then proteins, okay. So these are the main function regarding toward the leucoplast, that is colorless pigment. So these are the three main different type of what? Plastids. See in this chart, I have given three different types of plastids, that is leucoplast, chromoplast and chloroplast. As you know that the leucoplasts are the colorless one, they have the three types, amyloplast, aleuroplast and the elaioplast. So according to the function, chromoplast, that is colored pigments, that is yellow, orange and red. Carotenoids pigments are present, found in mostly flowers, fruits. Yes, they attract the insects for the pollination and attract animals for the dispersal of seeds. Okay, they have the particular function regarding to what the color of that carotenoids. Now chloroplast, yes, that is green color pigments and mostly very important in the photosynthesis, okay, where they synthesize their own food material with the help of photosynthesis. So chlorophyll is present and present in mostly the leaves and the young stems. See, this is the another chart I have given for you just for the information. These are the different type of, yes, color pigments, and even the shape is also given and the function of that particular pigment is also given. Okay, so childrens, please see, yes, carefully the shapes also and even the name and their functions. Okay, now see, this is the eukaryotic type of cell. Okay, as you know that the cell have many cell organelles within this. Okay, so today we will see about the chloroplast. Okay, green color pigment is there, yes, green color that is highlighted here, the chloroplast. Okay, so chloroplast is the double membrane structure, green in color and mostly used for the photosynthesis process. Okay, so photosynthesis is the main function. So photosynthesis is nothing but what? The synthesis of food material with the help of sunlight. Okay, so this much you know about the chlorophyll. Now one by one we will see about, yes, the structure, size, shape of the chloroplast. The size of the chloroplast, they have variable thickness of near about 2 to 4 micrometer and length near about 5 to 10 micrometer. Okay, so the shape, yes, it is again variable, maybe spherical, maybe lens shape, maybe oval, discoid or even the ribbon shape in some plants. Okay, the number of chloroplast, their number varies from 1 per cell in that is chlamydomonas, green algae, to 20 to 40 per cell in the mesophyll cells. Okay, so this is about the size, shape and number of the chloroplast. Now we will see the structure of plastids. Okay, that is chloroplast. The chloroplasts are probably the most known of the plastids. These are responsible for the photosynthesis and the chloroplast is filled with the thylakoids, okay, where the photosynthesis is going to be occur. Okay, so this is the general structure. Now see in detail the structure of chloroplast. Here the chloroplast consists of grana, thylakoids, stroma, inner membrane and outer membrane. Actually we will start with the membrane structure, yes, because each and every organism or cell organelle, it have a membrane bounded structure. So here two membranes are present in chloroplast. Yes, see these membranes, inner membrane and external membrane. Yes, secondly the thylakoids, that is form of this grana, then a fluid which is present inside the chloroplast, nothing but what? Stroma. Okay, so now see about the chloroplast membrane. The chloroplast have a double membrane envelope. Envelope means what? A covering. Okay, that is the membrane called the chloroplast envelope. So each membrane is a phospholipid bilayer. Okay, the layer is made up of what? Phospholipid, and between 6 and 8 nm thick. Thickness is 6 and 8 nm, and the two are separated by a gap of 10 to 20 nm. So called that thickness, okay, whatever the thickness is there, that is nothing but what? The intermembrane space. In between two membrane, whatever the space is there, it is known as what? Intermembrane space. The outer membrane is permeable to most of the ions and metabolites, but the inner membrane is highly specialized with the transport proteins. Carbohydrates are transported across the outer membrane by a, that is, triose phosphate translocator. Okay, see, permeable means easily, yes, transfer from the membrane, and specialized with specific proteins means the specific proteins only transferred from that membrane only. Okay, so permeable, it is for the outer membrane, and specialized just only for the inner membrane, means the specific proteins only transport from that membrane structure. Okay, now see the internal structure of chloroplast, that is stroma, thylakoids and the granum. Okay, now about this stroma. Okay, stroma is also known as the matrix. Okay, so this is a thick fluid between the thylakoids. Okay, so here it is also known as stroma, that is a semi-fluid colloidal complex, contains 70S ribosomes, circular and naked DNA. So the enzymes for the carbohydrate and protein synthesis is present in this matrix, that is in the stroma only. Now thylakoids, these are the discs within the chloroplast. Okay, then granum means stack of thylakoids, that is nothing but what? Grana, which consist of membrane lined flattened sacs which are embedded in the stroma. So the thylakoids are oval, closed, sac-like structures. They are the structural elements of chloroplast. Okay, so they run parallel to each other, shows the interconnections. So these connections are nothing but the stroma lamellae. Okay, so thylakoids contain the photosynthetic pigment. Near about 40 to 60 grana are present in a chloroplast. Now see the specific function of every part of the chloroplast. Yes, envelope means what? That membrane. Okay, the function of envelope is for the trapping of sunlight and ATP formation. Yes, secondly the stroma. Here the function of stroma is carbon dioxide fixation to form the food and the protein synthesis. Okay, and the function of thylakoid, here the green mesophyll cells, that is the chlorophyll cells exactly. Okay, which capture the light, and then the light reaction is going to be occurred. So these are the different functions of, yes, different part of the chloroplast. Now see in short about the photosynthesis. Okay, now children see again here we've split the word photosynthesis. Photo stand for light, synthesis, yes, something is synthesized in the chloroplast, so photosynthesis. Okay, so the process in which the plants turn carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen is nothing but what? Photosynthesis. Now about the chloroplast. Yes, a plastid that contains what? Chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll then? A green pigment in chloroplast which absorb light for photosynthesis. In chlorophyll, what is that? That is the thylakoids. They flat sacs in chloroplast which react to light for the photosynthesis. Then in stroma, a cushion-like fungal tissue having spore-bearing structure which form finally the energy, that is in the form of ATP. So that is ATP energy. Okay, so this is the short information regarding to photosynthesis. We will see in detail about photosynthesis in our next lecture. Okay, see here the reaction takes place in the photosynthesis, that is in the chloroplast. Okay, so here carbon dioxide and water molecules are used. Okay, and with the help of solar energy it will be converted into what? Glucose and oxygen. So see here reactants are the 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of the water molecules. Okay, on right hand side the product is there, glucose and oxygen. and here the solar energy is nothing but what? The catalyst which speed up the reaction. Okay, so when the glucose and oxygen is formed, what happened here? Again that glucose is undergoes the cellular respiration, and where the energy is going to be formed, that is in the ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and the release of heat. Okay, so very simple reaction of photosynthesis, that is the addition of the carbon dioxide and the water molecules with the help of solar energy, they convert into what? Glucose and oxygen. Okay, in short, see, the photosynthesis is occur in plants. Okay, so in plants, that is in leaf. Okay, leaves are the most important part where the chloroplast are there, and in chloroplast the light reaction and the dark reactions are going to be occur. Okay, so we'll see the light reaction and dark reaction in our next lecture. So in this chart, means you can easily understand the concept regarding to what? The photosynthesis. Okay, which occur in the chlorophyll. Okay, see, sunlight which provides energy for the photosynthesis. So here for photosynthesis, what exactly required there? That is the provider of carbon. Okay, that is carbon dioxide. Then with the help of photosynthesis occur in chloroplast which contain the pigments, that is the chlorophyll one. Okay, what exactly photosynthesis? Here photosynthesis which produces the oxygen and sugar molecule. Okay, D, can you see there? And then oxygen and sugar molecules they undergoes, that is they are the inputs for the cellular respiration, that is mostly occur in the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. And again in the cellular respiration, what happened? The energy is going to be formed, that is in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and the release of carbon dioxide. Okay, again this carbon dioxide is provides for the photosynthesis. Okay, so this is very simple structure. So this is all about plastids. Okay, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you.